real quick, does anyone
Cameras are
hear
hot.
a dog barking in the
Cameras are
distance?
hot, Marvin. We're live.
Oh. What's up?
What up, people out there in the world? If you want to watch and hang out with us, I think I have everything working. So enjoy what we are up to. We are going to do a lot more live content from what the powers that be tell us. So we are not going to stop. So stay tuned for some cool stuff coming up. I'm going to try and get some people together for some more streaming, just hanging out and doing more gaming and more talking, more hanging out. So, but until then, we're going to go ahead and get this going here. Let me go ahead and different software. So I changed over to a different software, people. So it's better. It just has a lot more buttons. That's the transition. So, okay, here we go. Let's go ahead. This is all you, Michael. All you.
Awesome.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to Dark Forest, the epic woodland fantasy that takes you on a wild adventure, one clearing at a time. This is our second episode of the Dark Forest. We hit some awesome introductions to these characters last time. A full adventure. There was some castle shenanigans. There was some sword stealing, but it all worked out okay. So we'll see how we do with the second episode. I'll get started with an introduction in a moment, but first, let's meet the Vagabonds. So I want to know who you are and who you're playing and how you're feeling as you escape deeper into the Dark Forest. We'll start with Nick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's me. I'm Nick. I'm playing Kane Lupov, the Wolf, Arbiter, the Arbiter of Justice and of the Weak and Protection. So, yeah, he sort of definitely was able to get justice for his squirrely friend who was unlawfully accused of theft. The theft happened later, not that point. So, anyways.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, definitely still a big old wolf with a giant great sword.
And an eye patch.
And an eye patch. And scars.
Next up we have Marvin.
So hi, I'm Marvin. My dog's barking in the background, so sorry about that.
We can hear it. It's all good.
Okay, cool. So today I'm going to be playing the vagrant Seamus Opossum, who's currently trying to secure more freedom, more rights, just have the denizens of the forest actually take back their homes, not be trampled around by the Empire Dominion or any wannabe warlord over there. So he's just going to be traveling around with his friends, trying to see if he can do it or, make a difference in the forest.
A noble pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we have Patrick.
Hi. Let's make sure my mic was not muted. Sorry. Hi, I'm playing the Coyote Martin Cheeky. Last time, I blew some things up, set things to fire, and had an all-around great time. Just being a force of chaos. And as we get deeper into the Dark Forest, hopefully I can find more establishments that are corrupted and oppressing the people that I can topple and cause more chaos. For the good, of course. For the good.
Chaos for good. After that, we have Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. I am playing Yasmin, aka Madam Fox. I am a radical tinkerer, which means that I fix people's things. I also blow up bad things. I believe in a more equal and just society. I also believe in taking care of my little Yenna, who I'm supposed to call Yennefer, because we are in hiding, and you do not normally use your proper name when you are in hiding. I have tried to use the accent of the local people, but apparently it makes me stand out even more when I say things like, howdy, I live in the forest here with all of you. For some reason, people say that this stands out, and it's not a good accent. At any rate, yes, I have many friends. They help me. I help them. We will destroy tyranny and bring peace and love to the world, or destroy it, one or the other.
I was getting some Battle Girl Potemkin flashbacks there.
Yes.
And joining us also, we have Dallas.
Hey, I'm Dallas. I'm playing Locklear Vance. He is a flying squirrel. He's a thief. He's not just a thief by profession, but he just can't help himself sometimes. In fact, all the time. But you know what? That's the fun in it all. And he's still on the run, but he's on the run thanks to some friends that helped him break out, and some a big group of friends that are just too fun not to be around right now. So let's see what happens with Locklear and the rest.
Definitely. So we'll check in on our vagabonds in just a moment after I read this little introduction and recap. Oh, and I do want to say, just in case you're joining us for our second episode, the game we are playing is, of course, Root. Thanks to Magpie Games for making this wonderful product available. I've backed the Kickstarter. I hope you have as well. Played it a few times. We're big fans of it. I have sort of created a home-brewed setting with unique factions that are sort of a little bit reminiscent of the ones in the base game, but I wanted to kind of do my own thing, so they're a little different as well. So here's sort of an introduction to the world. The Dark Forest. A land of deep beauty and resilience and shocking violence, all taking place in the shadow of countless towering trees. Situated between two great powers, the Winterborn Dominion and the Grand Sable Empire, the Dark Forest has been transformed into a battlefield as war again erupts in the woodlands. Into the spiraling chaos come 5 vagabonds, each with their own reason for abandoning their homes and traveling through the endless forest. But the Winterborn and the Grand Sable Empire are not the only threats. Amongst these ancient boughs, isolated villages have existed for centuries, keeping alive strange traditions. Most denizens of the Dark Forest venerate their ancestors, bringing the bones of the dead to rest peacefully in the sacred Geist Grove. But there are stranger faiths in the woods. That's what our vagabond heroes are headed for tonight. So, we open on the road from Blueberry Crossing, following your escapades there where you were framed for robbery, but ended up saving the Baron in question, but he did urge you to hit the road again. You are now in the middle of a desperate chase. All you guys are riding on boars, which are sort of the mounts and horses of the Dark Forest. And right now, you're galloping along, and flying in the air, zooming behind you, are a swarm of vampire bats.
Yeesh.
Yikes.
Yep.
How do we
Yasmin.
find ourselves here?
Well, Yasmin.
Not the question for the group.
Yasmin definitely knows who these belong to and why they're after her. So if you want to ask her of that, you can shout out to her, but these vampire bats are closing in.
Oh boy.
Fun.
Yasmin is in the back of the portable forge of Madame Fox, with Yana out front driving Beefy Boy, the boar.
Beefy boy.
Beefy
forgot about
boy.
Oh, I'll never forget.
And Yasmin is shouting up at them like, "Go back to your sick master, you little mosquitoes. You will have no blood today. You tell the Baron to bite his own butt."
Ooh.
And she's like gonna whip out an improvised explosive at them.
All right. I think let's go ahead and have everybody roll trust fate so we can get a battle order going.
Sure.
Take that.
Oh no, that is a bad roll.
Yep,
Anybody
me too.
get a anybody get a 12 or higher? All right, 10, 11, 8,
I
9.
apologize for the cats.
I got a 9.
All right, so Martin's going first.
Hey, it's a good one. It's a good one.
I got a 7.
Okay, I think you're going next. Nobody else got higher than a 7?
I got a 3.
5 or 6?
Same here.
5.
Why, people?
I have good luck
block
too, and
there.
I've
You know what? I'm
Roll
gonna
a
go
3.
get some other dice. 1 second.
Might be useful. 3 for Seamus.
Throw them into the
Also 3 for Kane.
Who has more luck?
I have 0. So
All right, it's probably Seamus. 3 for
Abandon
Kane.
that one.
And then, as Yasmin mentioned, Baron Druganov's vampire bats for who are pursuing you. Okay, so Martin, these bats are swarming around. They have like some nasty curved serrated swords. Probably will cause a fair bit of bleeding, and they're swooping and moving in for the attack. You're on the back of a boar, just galloping along. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to do my best to take out my crossbow, load of bolt, and attempt trick shots. We're kind of in the forest. I'm going to try to do my best to try to hit one as it's like swooping in. So when it hits it, kind of staggers back and hits another one that's in mid-flight. So let's see if that even works.
You got this, Martin.
Thank you.
All right. Loose that crossbow.
That is a 7.
Ah, not so bad.
Yeah, so
I would offer to assist, but I
Yeah,
have
but
no
it's-
way that would do nothing.
Yeah.
Except give me an exhaustion point.
Considering the
Right.
circumstances, it's a nice shot, Boyle.
yeah, it connected. It connected.
So I guess I'm going to choose. It's going to distract an opponent and provide an opportunity. And lands. And the shot lands on any target of my choice. So it's going to be landing on the first one they hit, and the distraction is on the second one.
Nice. Okay, and how much injury does your crossbow do? Or harm?
Does not say. Trying to find that information.
Yeah, I believe that's in the character sheet. So the section where like your weapons are.
Yeah, it doesn't say how much harm it does or injury.
For a trick shot?
Yeah, well, for the crossbow, for that matter.
Most don't. It's just either like damage or vicious damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it's the equivalent of an engage sword to sword, which is when you trade harm. But for this one, you wouldn't really trade it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more like a target someone,
Yeah.
which I think is doing an inflict injury. And if you roll a 10 plus, you get to inflict 2 injury instead.
Mhm.
But trick shot
Yeah.
also adds things to that.
Yeah, the
Oh,
trick shot
totally.
is it hits regardless of where it's where they're at, and then the other one is just it causes a distraction and provides an opportunity to the rest of the party.
Yeah. Providing an opportunity is basically giving the party a +1, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say, or like, what is? So you swing back from the boar, you fire that crossbow, it plunges into one of the bats, who like goes falling back into the swarm, totally distracting them.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Good.
one vampire bat is down. There's a bunch more though.
So I'm gonna
Next
look to Yasmin. How do we get rid of these things?
Well, Yasmin, it's her turn next, isn't it?
That's right.
Yasmin has the portable Forge's bellows under one arm like a bagpipe. And underneath, and in her other arm, she has like jury rigged this massive tube that she's holding up on her shoulder, and she like squeezes the bellows and fire belches out of the tube at the vampire bats up in the sky as she's jury-rigged a flamethrower. And I guess there's a +1 forward because of the distraction, so we'll see how this goes. Not great. I'm glad for the +1 because that gets me up to a 7.
Oh, phew. All right, so for jury-rigged weapon.
Yes, so I will choose it works exceptionally well, but I don't get another use out of it.
Okay.
So this is kind of a one-and-done flamethrower belch into the bat brigade.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to say 2 more of them get nice and toasted. So 2 burning bats wheel their way out of the sky and crash into the ground. Next up, it is Locklear's turn.
Can I try to check to see if anything's around, like low-hanging, branches or anything that we can ride under, and maybe bats can probably just follow easy, I guess.
Yeah, maybe read a tense situation.
Okay, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not much of a fighter, but I'll do it if one was on me. Ooh. What is read a tense situation? That's cunning. Ooh, that's a 4. So I probably don't see anything.
I'm afraid not. In fact, I'm going to say you're so busy looking around, you do not even notice the vampire bat swooping next to you. It is going to attack you. I am going to have you... I'll have you roll a trust fate, and we'll see how bad the extent of it goes here.
Nice. Oh, that's 12 on the dice, so that's 14 total.
All right, so I'm going to say, this bat lands on you, and it's about to take a big old bite out of your neck parts, but with that 12, how do you avoid it?
Last second Spidey sense, I guess. Just head down and to the boar. I flatten out with the wings and everything, to the boar.
All right, nice. Bat still on top of you, but you avoided any damage. Avoided those fangs. Next up, Seamus.
All right. I think this is a tense situation that I'm going to read. So let's see how it goes. 5 and a 5 plus 2. That's a 12.
Whoa. All right.
Nice. So I get to ask 3 on a tense situation.
And get a +1 for acting on the answers.
Sweet. Okay, so what's my best way out of this situation?
All right. You see a road to the side with one of those, old-timey wooden signs saying, this way to Mallard's Mound.
Mallard's Mound.
Yes. It goes, the tree cover is, really thick here. There's all these trees close together as the ground gets swampy, and the bats will not be able to follow.
Cool. So who or what is the biggest threat here?
There is one vampire bat that is the marshal or the sergeant of this contingent. He has a big badge on his crossbelt, which bears the image of a snarling fanged lynx that you might recognize as Baron Druganov, the Bloody Baron, who is the commander, the master of these vampires.
Mm-hmm. And last one, what should I be on the lookout for?
I would say the blood-sucking power, because it doesn't just hurt you. It, drains your vitality and energy as well.
Right. So at the end, I'll just yell to everyone, "Oi, mates! See that road over there? Mallard's Mound? Cover in trees. We gotta head over there if we want to avoid the bats."
Okay.
Good advice. And you'll get a +1 for acting on that.
Mm-hmm.
That brings us to Kane.
Yep. Since I don't really have anything to combat flying creatures,
Well, they're buzzing all around. You can take a swing at them, and maybe you'll hit one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they were that close. Okay. Yeah. mhm. Yeah, I will do this. Use my new weapon skill that I picked up last session. I will try a vicious strike.
Oh, nice.
So I believe I
Alright.
roll with. Have to bring that up. Where is it? There it is. So I mark exhaustion, which I will have to remember because I seem to have misplaced my pencil.
Okay.
And I will do that. Okay. 6, 7, 8. That's an 11. Ooh, nice. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. So on a 10 plus, I get away with the strike.
Oh, man. And they suffer some serious harm.
Some harm and cannot mark armor wear to block it.
All right. Well, so you just like swing the sword. It slashes right into one of those vampire sides. He goes like pinwheeling out of the way, crashes into the brush, and did not have a chance to bite back. All right, now it's their turn. Let's see. Let's have Lockler, the one on you, is going to go for another bite, and Yasmin. There's only 2 left, and this one is going to head for you because you are the target of these guys. So he's going to try and land on your. You're on a wagon pulled by a beefy boy, right?
Right, and Yana's the one that's steering the wagon right now.
Okay, he's going to try and take the reins away from Yana. So I won't have you roll, but just be aware, like, he's landed next to her and is, like, wrestling her for control of the reins.
Okay.
Lockler, I'm going to have you roll Trust Fate to avoid another vampire's kiss.
I would like to activate my Guardian move.
Oh,
for that.
Okay. All right, hold that thought, Lockler.
So I roll with might. Oh, that's nice. That's a 13.
Oh, hey.
So on a hit, I keep them safe and choose one. So I will put the threat in a vulnerable spot and take +1 forward to counter strike.
Nice. Okay, so what does this look like?
I think seeing that the vampire bat is there, I yell out to Lockler to hold on, and I will like steer my boar and just ram into Lockler's boar, like, and just sort of jostle the bat, and
Oh
then,
man, boar crash. Okay, that bat goes flying off,
Nice.
and
nice.
so we got one bat very much dazed, weakened in the road. The other one on Yasmin's wagon. Martin, it is your turn.
Oof. I kind of want to attempt to blindside the vampire bat that's attacking. Attacking. I can't remember your character's daughter's name. Yennefer. Try to blindside them with my dagger. Jessica, sorry. Yennefer. I don't know why I said that.
It's from The Witcher, I believe.
Yeah,
I
Witcher
know.
on the mind.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
know
Witcher on the
why.
brain.
it's all right. I was playing Witcher 3
I mean,
earlier.
it should be Jessica. It's just that, her mom keeps pronouncing it Jessica.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Jessica.
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to
Yes.
attempt to blindside.
All right.
I believe that succeeds with an 8. So I think I just. God, what do I want to pick as a side effect for this?
Mm-hmm. And can you read the full result there for Blindside?
Yes, give me 1 second to find it. It's a lot of pages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for blindsiding, it is backstabbing, sneak attack, or sucker punch. And the risks are: as I break something, I'm detected, I draw unwanted attention, I expend resources, I leave evidence, I plunge into danger. There's a weak result, or it takes too long. And I think I want to leave evidence. That there's just it's going to be clear which way we go from here.
Okay.
When we make our turn off towards Mallard Mound, is what it was.
Yeah.
I think that's a worthy risk.
All right. Fair enough. That bat is taken out. There's only one left, which is the bat. Oh, wait, actually, I'm sorry, Martin. Were you attacking the bat on the wagon or the bat in the road?
On the wagon. The one that was attacking, trying to take control of the reins from Jessica.
All right, very good. He is out. There is one bat left, who is the weakened one, which has you get a +1 to attacking him. That brings us to Locklear.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
No. That's.
You're right. My mistake. Yasmin is after Martin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I read the list wrong. Next up is Yasmin.
So in the meantime, between the two rounds, Yasmin has rigged up another jury rig. This time out, it's like this sort of long, stretched out rubber band that's got a jug of like acid, like etching acid inside of it.
Slingshot. Oh,
An
man.
acid slingshot, which it like she pulls a lever and it goes shooting out at that one remaining bat.
Oh.
And I know there's a +1 against this guy, so.
That's right. All right, let's see if this
Oh
works.
shit! Yeah, that's a 13.
Yeah.
Obliterated.
All right. Is he getting like acid? Is he getting a little acid bath there?
Yeah, he's getting a little bit of acid to the face.
Oh man, will bat to the face?
She shouts, this might sting a little.
A little?
He lets out a ear-splitting hiss as the acid just like consumes him and collapses on the road.
Ew.
Yeah, and with that, the vampire bats. There were probably a few more hanging back, but like you guys are under the branches right now, and they can't get to you. And after that, after their vanguard was totally destroyed, they flutter back. They're not going to follow you.
She shouts at them as they flutter away, like, come back again and I'll melt the lot of you. I'll burn you and melt you. Revenge for Fyodor.
I think we could have been a little more stealthy about this.
Yeah.
Not least
But I
so
give-
much evidence behind.
I still give
What do
Kane the
you
salute.
mean? Like,
You crazy bastard. That was awesome.
Oh, I mean, there's a melted bat and then a severely injured bat that I knocked off the wagon that kind of knows which way we're going. Just like, there's a mess. There's a swamp of destruction for them to follow.
Well,
So perhaps staying in one place for a long time is not ideal.
doesn't sound
But for now, the road shifts a little bit. It gets a bit narrower. And it is eventually the dirt is replaced by a wooden causeway, like a little pier that's stretching out between or going through a swamp. So there's a pretty deep marsh. All around you can see like the weeds, the cattails, some trees, keeping some good tree cover over everything. But yeah, this is definitely a swamp. If your boars are not on that pier, they would have a hard time getting around.
are you safe, my little Yena? The bed bats did not hurt you, did they?
She's like, I mean, we tussled, Mom, but it's all right. They didn't get a chance to bite. I
You
can
know
take care of myself.
You know, they would be less likely to find us if you would just dye your fur again. I have plenty of
Mom.
dye.
Mom, that makes me look like some kind of, I don't know, marmoset. It's not happening.
It's no marmoset. It makes you look like all the foxes that live around here. They're good foxes. It's okay to look like them.
Mom, the white fur is fine. There's plenty of white-furred foxes in the world. I could just say I'm like, another one that's not related to the Tsarina's sister.
You are also related to the Tsarina, daughter. Do I need to remind you how genetics work?
Yeah, I know, Mom. So,
You got some schmutz on your face, little.
Oh, Mom. And with that schmutz wiping, the splintery causeway leads to the village of Mallard's Mound. It is a small village constructed entirely on a great lump of earth. Rickety wooden causeways lead from house to house, and the other structures situated about the lost loon swamp. Brilliant pastel colors predominate on the buildings, contrasting with the countless reeds waving slightly in a marsh breeze. At the center, below a massive carved wooden sculpture of a snarling swamp god, a little drama is playing out. A mouse, a squeakling peddler, stands next to his handcart, whiskers quivering, while a crowd of ducks quack angrily. We don't want mice crawling around here, scheming, hoarding their crumbs. A plump mallard, his brilliant green facial feathers shining, waves his wing. Take to the road and be gone with you. Oh, Locklear?
I wanted to get a sense of what's going on here. I don't like other small creatures as similar to myself being picked on. So can I read what's going on in this?
Absolutely. Would this be figure someone out or read a tense situation?
I'd like to read the situation since I don't know who's here at all.
Okay, go for it.
Crap. 3.
Oh no.
That's not going to work.
However, what is the
Sorry.
duck wearing that's valuable or most valuable?
The duck.
The one
He
that's
has-
quacking the most.
Right. So this big mallard has like a golden sort of chain of command about his neck,
Does he know?
nestled in his feathers.
May
For
I
now.
may I also attempt to read a tense situation, or is this just a one-person thing? Okay.
I'll let you go for it.
Okay. Let's see. Math 7.
Okay. With a 7, you can
There you
ask
go.
one question.
Okay, I will ask one question. Let's see. I feel like who's in control here and who's the biggest threat is pretty obvious. However, I guess what should I be on the lookout for? Do they seem like generally hostile towards all outsiders, or is it just this mouse?
I would say right now it's just the mouse. They haven't quite noticed you, but like as you are coming in, some of these ducks are staring at you and looking you over.
I share
there's
this
a-
info. Sorry.
There's a little bit of trepidation, but like they seem like they don't really mind you being here.
I inform Martin Cheeky of what I have observed so that you have a +1 going forward.
Aw, thanks.
And then she presses a button on her portable forge, which causes the portable forge of Madame Fox signs to drop down and little trumpets play.
Ever so flashy.
Yeah. And then she begins to sing. Hey, Nanny Nan, Karalale, the portable forge of Madame Fox. Her services are entered. We prefer that you pay the portable forge of Madame Fox. She goes over to one of the ducks. A crack in your plow, a kink in your spoon, the portable forge of Madame Fox. Please bring them to us. It will fix them real soon. The portable forge of Madame Fox. Jessica, please play the crowd. And they're continuing to sing at people trying to get their attention. In her hopes is that this will distract from the poor little mousy.
Jessica is doing a face paw. Big time.
You look like little children. Please play on the bouncy paddle. Oh, such fun on the bouncy paddle. Please, if you have, your sword looks like it could use some sharpening, sir. You want to sharpen your sword? Come to the portable forge.
Let's see. All right, so I think
So she's trying to give a little distraction to let the mouse sneak away, and she even kind of winks at the mouse at one point, if she can.
All right. Why don't you roll maybe trick an NPC?
Okay, I hope that's with cunning.
It is.
Correct.
Yes!
That feels applicable here.
That's so exciting for me. That's an 8.
Okay, so with an 8,
Yes. They get to choose one.
right.
It says.
I will say they'll stumble. You get a critical opportunity, which in this case is that the mouse doesn't quite take the hint. He's like still sort of there, but the duck, particularly that mallard, is distracted and comes over.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, but you can tell it won't last forever. But he's like, if there's an excellent song and dance routine and a whole like wagon with trumpets, it's gonna get his attention.
Yes.
So he arrives and he's like, "Oh, I didn't realize we had so many guests today."
Not just a guess, but a valuable service for all of you. An essential service, one might say.
Essential.
Quite.
Ah,
I will let one of my associates explain how this all works. I am but a simple fox who fixes things and writes catchy songs.
wonderful.
Mr. Duck, would you please give me one of your items that you think is in need of repair?
Oh, I'm a Burger Eider, by the way.
Mr. Eiter.
Burger Eider.
Oh, Mr. Burger Eiter.
Please. No, just Burger. The Mister is no longer needed. Burger is my rank. Title.
Oh, that was your
I should
first
say.
name.
As you say it. Just as you say it.
An item repaired, eh?
As I get in close.
All right, I'm gonna have you roll trick an NPC for this.
Cool.
I think it's cool, but let's see if it works.
Ouch. Nope. 5. I have no cunning.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
All right. Well, he's like, I don't know. I think I'm not really in need of a smith right now. But please tell me, what brings you 5 to Mallard's Mound?
I should note that I am not merely a smith. I can also sell you a restorative potion. Anything that you need. Baron, you already are very clearly virile, but you could be even more so.
Oh my gosh. We're here by chance. We saw that your village was not too far off the road, and we decided to come and see what was here.
Ah, yes. Mallard's Mound is a little bit off the beaten path, so to speak.
Yes.
Yeah, so isn't it great that you're getting lots of caravans, merchants, and I point to that mouse over there, that can, liven up the place a little bit, bring some much-needed business to your wonderful town.
Are you going for a roll or just like making conversation at this point?
Pleasant facade. I'm sucking up to 'em.
Oh, okay. I like that.
So roll a charm. That's not good. That is better. That's a 9.
Hey.
Okay, so what's the
I will
result?
take an exhaustion to bump that up to a 10 for you.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
All right.
Because she's actually is panting fairly heavily after this song and dance routine.
I imagine it
So-
takes a lot out of you.
So I get to hold 3, and can I spend 1 hold right now?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to deflect their suspicion or aggression away from us, and I don't know if that will include the mouse, but onto someone else, say the bats that are chasing us. So,
Okay.
so everyone here is just trying to, liven up the place a little bit. But you know who doesn't want this place to succeed? The Baron and his bats. They're the ones that you should be looking out for, old boy.
Ah.
Madam Fox is going around the crowd when he says the Baron and the bats. Madam Fox goes around going like, boo, boo, just like trying to encourage the crowd to do that as well. That's also part of how she gets exhausted.
Burger Eider is like, well, that's rather alarming. I don't know, were these vampire bats pursuing you?
Unfortunately, yes. Had to fight for our lives back there, you know. It's the Baron, you
dreadful.
see. He's going after all the little folk in the forest. And it's only a matter of time before he comes for you as well, my friend.
Oh, no. Well, we peaceful waterfowl here in Mallard's Mound, we don't want any trouble. We just want to be left alone.
We all can understand that, but the people in power seem to enjoy taking the power away from others.
He looks back at... Oh, go ahead.
No, it's just sort of, we all have to look out for the little ones.
Oh. He looks back at the squeakling and he's like, are you talking about the mouse over there?
I'm talking about all of us. We are all small to some, I will say.
That's true. There's always something bigger.
Very true. So, and
Always
we
a
all
bigger
should look
fish.
out for each other.
Well, if you five want to keep an eye on our squeakling friend over there, make sure he doesn't steal the silverware or anything. I'd really appreciate it.
Speaking of silverware, it is yet another thing that we could polish that up here if you so desire. Very reasonable rates you'll bring to us.
I'll consider it. In the meantime, it's getting a little bit dark. If you're looking for some place to stay, I recommend the Dew Duck Inn right over there.
Okay. Well, I
Oh, thanks for the
appreciate-
suggestion. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, much appreciated, mate. I
do
remember.
wanna-
Just talk to Madam Whitefeather, and he motions to a swan innkeeper who is like holding open the door and kind of beckoning you guys. She'll see to everything.
I do want to go talk to the mouse briefly before I also join the rest of the party heading inside.
Okay. So we'll have that with Martin. Is everybody else just heading into the inn?
Is there a place to lock up the forge?
There's stables next to the inn, yeah.
Okay. So she locks up the forge and she takes like her hand tools and her alchemical agents with her, since people can easily steal that off of the forge.
All right, very good. Okay, so Martin, you're talking to Shlomo. If there's anything else anybody else wants to do, just give me a quick heads up, hand raise or the finger, of course. Will let me know there.
Yeah.
But Martin, you approach the mouse,
Mm-hmm.
who comes over and like stares up at you. I mean, you're quite a bit bigger than him. He's
How's
holding
it?
his little hands together as mice do.
Good evening. I'm sorry to see that you're being so mistreated here. But may I ask? Oh, sorry.
But one gets used to it. I'm Shlomo Whiskerwitz.
Shlomo, it is nice to meet you. I am Martin.
A pleasure, sir.
So, what brings you out to this edge of the world?
Well, I'm a peddler. Like most squeaklings, I travel from place to place. Unfortunately, I've been a little bit unlucky in my business dealings, and going to this backwater seemed like a good way to make some extra bucks. Unfortunately, these waterfowl, I don't know.
They are most foul, if you ask me.
You got a good sense of humor, Mr. Coyote.
Better than the whatever the leader called themselves, whatever his title is.
Oh, Burger Eider?
Yes, burger. Delicious.
Sure, I could go for one.
Well,
But
if
go
you
ahead.
need- if you need anything, we're here in town, and if you need a companion for meals or want to talk to some people, I'm sure me and my compatriots are more than welcome to. We're more than welcome to join us for the evening.
Well, I'd be happy to accept your invitation. I think I'm.
Of course.
If I haven't made any sales, I'm here for the night as well.
Hopefully we can travel on if we're all descending on the next tomorrow. We can travel together to strengthen numbers and such.
Oh, you are an answer to my prayers, Mr. Coyote.
Of course.
Please, I'll if we're going to the inn there, a round on me.
Oh, that's most generous. Thank you.
By the end of this conversation, Yasmin is almost finished locking up the portable forge.
All right, so I think
Like
it's
the wheels are locked down. There's like these metal panels that are up.
Ooh.
You know.
All right, cool. So it's
That's not going
safely situated away. Probably your boars are set in the stables as well.
Beefy boy, remember, if anybody comes at my wagon, you kill and eat. You gore until there is no more.
Oink,
This
oink,
is a good boy. Yes, good boy. Good beefy boy. I love
Yes.
beefy boy.
Yasmin, what are you doing over there?
I am talking to beefy boy.
You telling him to gore people if they attempt to steal your wagon and then eat them?
Yes. Yes.
I'm
It
just
is what they
admiring-
deserve.
I'm admiring like the full arsenal of medieval weaponry on Nick's wall there. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That is great.
He's like a halberd. That's intense. All right.
Yes, I do. I have quite the collection. That's actually not all of it. I have some of it not on the
But
wall.
you know, you get a 5-foot reach with that, and if you play a bugbear, that gets up to a 15-foot reach.
Oh boy. Bugbears with halberds. Well, before you guys get halberds in this game, which I'm sure is a possibility, let's see what happens in the Dew Duck Inn.
Mhm.
The Dew Duck Inn is a comfortable enough establishment, a single-story place with a common room where a roaring hearth fire can dry off the water of the swamp. On the far wall, a gruesome tapestry looms next to the casks of ale. It features a muddy island with ducks engaged in their business on top. Below in the water, a vast beast takes up nearly the whole of the lower section of the painting, its teeth outlined in white thread. A shadowy hall leads the rooms for the guests. Madam Whitefeather's cygnets dart about, serving as waiters and bringing pints of ale and bowls of chopped carrots and lemons. Their patrons are all waterfowl, with one exception. A rat, with a tinge of gold in her fur, draped in a black velvet cloak, with a clasp of a silver skull. A cap with a spray of feathers sits next to her, and her claws play about the basket hilt of an elegant sword. Lochler Vance, you recognize Cunegonde Gold, a scout, enforcer, and agent of the Carrion King.
Oh, wonderful.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Cunegonde Gold?
Yes.
Oh, crap.
Wait, no, actually good. Me.
So wait, there are 2 baddies or just one?
Baddies?
Like Cunegonde Gold being represented from the Carrion King. Is there just the one rat, or is there somebody else with the rat?
She is alone.
Okay.
And currently she's not making, like, Lochler, I don't know if you have a chance to hide. You could try, but, like,
I was
she's
going
not
to ask if you were even going to give me that.
Well, I mean, you're just walking in.
Okay.
But so I would say she notices you, but she doesn't make any aggressive movements, just kind of looks at you. And then she actually, like, kind of beckons you over with one of her beringed fingers.
Just him or all of us?
It's mostly to him, but if you want to arrive, she might allow it.
Okay.
Do you want the backup?
Can I possibly read the situation and therefore inform the others of who she is, or just tell her who she is?
I think, would this be read a situation or figure someone out? Or I guess maybe that's after you talk to her. Let's do read a temp situation.
4, 4, and 0 is 8.
Okay, you can ask one question.
Just in case, what's my best way out? Because I know what the biggest threat is.
At least for you.
For me,
Good to know the
yeah. For me.
Oh, you actually notice this. With your expert thief eyes, you see that behind the tapestry, there's like a secret passage.
Cool.
So it could provide an easy escape if necessary.
Okay. So, quickly, everyone, this is Kunigunde Gold. I'm probably dead, but either way.
Oh boy.
I'm glad you provided this information. Now I have a +1 going forward.
That was my hope. You are my professional.
Is this why you were in jail?
And I will say both me and Marvin have two more notoriety with the Carrion King.
Yeah.
When we're spotted together, we have a total of 4 notoriety.
Oh, okay. So she definitely knows who you are. What did you guys do, you think, to upset the Carrion King?
We sort of this is part of like my partnership with Seamus is we helped the denizens take control of a clearing that was at the time owned by the Carrion King.
Oh, I see.
So,
and I should say just to our viewers, the Carrion King is a rat warlord who kind of considers himself an agent of death and is like growing in power in the Dark Forest.
With all of this talk, by the way, Yasmin does say to Yana, Jessica, why don't you go get a table for Mommy and her friends, okay? We will join you in just a moment.
She's like, is there a problem? Should I be worried?
Yeah, there is an escape place behind the tapestry. If things go bad for Mama, you go out through the escape, okay?
Okay. So she heads over there. So
we
guys,
should have a table right by the escape area now.
All right. Sit down with Kunigunde. She's like, Locklear.
So, Cooney, Gunde, Miss Gold.
What is the thing you should do when you greet a lady? She's holding out her paw. Oh, Locklear, you have lost none of your charms.
As one should not in the presence of you or the Carrion King. I know. So, I don't think it's an honor, but what do I do with the honor? What do I do with the honor? What's the honor
and
for?
I see, Locklear, I didn't know you were running with these two.
Running? You should see these two. They can do way more than run.
Well, that's I'm sure.
It seems our reputation precedes us.
That it does.
But that doesn't mean we still can't be friends, right? I mean, we're all under the same roof here, just enjoying a pint.
I have to ask, are you working, Cooney? Are you working?
Do not call me Cooney.
Miss Gold, are you working?
Don't. Miss Gold will do. Or Kunigunde is fine as well. And yes, right now I'm playing the role of a scout. And keep your voice down. I don't know if you've noticed, but something about the waterfowl isn't right.
Yes. We saw them picking on some of the mouse folk earlier.
Well, everybody picks on mouse folk, but something about these ducks. There's been reports of travelers disappearing from the Lost Loon Swamps for a long time. In fact, that's why I'm here.
You think it could have something to do with the terrifying monster inside the portrait back there? By the way, my name is Chopped, and this is my associate Liver.
Before to me.
Yes.
What am I, Chocolate?
I was about to say, like, let's be honest. That tapestry explains the entire situation we find ourselves in. Who in their right mind has that sort of gaudy tapestry in a tavern that says, like, hey, look, we're evil? I mean, come on.
Kunigunde looks at it and she's like, you think so? I thought it was just some charming local superstition.
Let's be honest. When it comes to charming local superstitions, there's obviously some fact that remains inside of these stories.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
Now
do
that I know-
believe that my friend Liver is correct.
I'm sorry. I thought I was chopped. Okay, never mind. My bad.
No, I am chopped, and you're
And
my
I'm Liver.
associate
Okay.
Liver.
Well, yeah. Now that I
Logics.
know she's not here to kill me or those associates, I would love to introduce you. But yeah, that was the goal.
Fine.
That's why I was asking if she was working or not.
Okay. She's like,
John
I'm
Wick
working.
reference.
Yeah, I see. Very cool. She's like, well, I already know you. I know Chopped and Liver, and of course, I know of your Wolf and Possum friend. So you don't really need to make any introductions at all. But Mr. Liver, was it?
Yes, that's right. Liver.
I think you're right. There is something strange going on here. The Carrion King sent me to investigate in case his army has to move south into the swamps, which it might if tides of fortune don't go his way.
Well, hopefully no armies have to be mustered in situations like this. It can be resolved peacefully, or as chaotic as possible. Either way, I'm happy.
It seems strange to me, this Carrion King. What is his domain exactly? Please forgive, I am relatively new here.
He's got a few clearings under his control, but he mostly stays on the move. He has no shortage of enemies.
So a king without a kingdom.
King growing his kingdom.
Your friend Liver is very astute.
I kind of missed what you said, though.
Your friend Liver is very... Oh, he said a king growing his kingdom.
Growing his kingdom.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Personally, I am not one for kingdoms or kings. I find the whole idea to be, how would I put it, disgusting. But still, we are on the same side right now, basically, more or less, I think, fighting enemies. Later on, I will depose your king. We will have a good time. And that's that. I get to now clear my exhaustion track for espousing dangerous ideas to the wrong audience.
She's like, Locklear, maybe I can't trust you and your friends for the moment. I'm turning in. It's getting a little late. I intend to sleep with one eye open, and I urge you to do the same.
No, there's no need for that.
No,
Yes,
don't
I
think-
am just a crazy old fox lady who says stupid things. Do not worry about me.
no.
Oh, I wasn't.
Ooh, what are you worried about?
She pushes
Yeah,
back
no.
her chair, and she like just leans over and whispers to you all real quick. Beware the ducks.
I mean, you've said this already.
Yeah, I'm repeating it because you seem a little, slow. Anyway, good night.
Ouch. I
Uh,
don't like her. She's vicious.
yeah. Seamus, yeah, she wasn't worried about herself really against us. She probably could do it one-handed, but if she's worried about anything else, it's no offense, Kane, but she's skilled, and if she's worried about anything, it means serious danger.
So, if I'm to understand correctly, my friend, we must remove her hands.
No.
I don't believe that is what he intends.
This can be done very easily.
Tactical as always.
But anything
Lovely.
wearing a high-ranking agent of the Carrion King is probably something that's trouble, at the least.
I'm gonna try to
He has no
shout-
kingdom. What kind of king has no kingdom? He is pathetic and stupid.
Yeah, I
Wow.
prefer he stay kingdomless. The
But
thing
he
is,
holds
we got
sway over a lot of people.
Hmm.
Yeah.
it's just another warlord.
Having
if you
sway
ask
over
me.
many people just gives you more headaches, I say. My sister is all like, I want to be, I should not talk about this in public.
Yeah. Good call there. I'd look around the room like, yeah, definitely not in public. But Locklear, is she the reason why you were in prison?
No, she's not the reason why I was in prison.
Okay. Because I'm thinking like, we're about to have a problem here.
Well, I just know what she's known for. And
Huh.
the fact that I'm not dead, still talking to you, is a really good sign. Or
Yeah.
taken
And
back
it
to
was
the king. So
If he is without the kingdom, do you think it is very hard to take somebody back to him? Is it like you're given a warning beforehand, like I will probably be in this area, but if not, this will probably be where we are next?
I think punishment's more of like immediate in these cases.
I see.
Immediate
Yeah.
and then a thin layer of dirt over top.
Because where I am from, if you are in trouble with the Tsar or the Tsarina, there's a very large castle to take them back to.
Yes, and a political system of justice, but not in the Dark Forest.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like this king. I think that I am putting him on my list. And she takes out a book and writes his name in it.
Whoa.
There you go, everyone.
Good one. Yes.
He should be on
It's
that
definitely
list.
a good name to add to that list.
Yeah.
At this point, Madam Whitefeather and Shlomo come by. Madam Whitefeather is hoisting up like a big tray of these like carved wooden mugs, and she's like, "How about a little swan syrup ale before you turn in for the night?"
Of course, most obliged.
Thank you. It sounds lovely. My heart, though, it is a little weak. I'm going to add a little bit of my medicine to it. And she takes out a little dropper and drops it into the ale. And and this is a jury rig again. It's like if there's poison in the drink, it will react with it and make it change color. I will roll my jury rig.
Clever.
All right, let's have you roll.
It is a lot. If I have a +1 going forward still too, it's a 14. If not, it's a 13.
Damn.
Okay.
nice.
Okay. So let's see. So with that one, if you can read the result for like
Sure.
a 12
On
or
a
up,
hit, you
or
create
10
a
or up?
device that serves a purpose once and then breaks. On a 10+, I choose one. It works exceptionally well, or I get an additional use out of it. In this case, I feel like I'm just looking for it to work exceptionally well.
All right. Well, I will say that it definitely shows there's some kind of poison or drug in there. So like it flashes color, and then maybe it worked exceptionally well so that it like disappears a second later, so she does not realize it.
Okay,
Ooh.
Is that agreeable?
that works for me. She like kicks her feet up onto the table and accidentally kicks over all the drinks. She's like, "It is so nice for you to serve us," and then spill. "Oh, I am sorry. I should not have put my feet up on the table. I was just feeling so relaxed."
Nah.
I was looking forward to it.
Swan juice. So good.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to give you. She's like, "Oh well, that's really a pity, but we've got barrels of the stuff over there in the kitchens. I'll fetch some more. Would you like it?"
"Yes, so please head to the kitchen and bring some more." And when she heads off,
She's like,
Yes.
"Okay, hey, you guys, don't go anywhere."
Not planning on it.
Yasmin says to all of you, "It is either poisoned or drugged. I do not know which one. You should not drink it."
Good call there. By the way, this is Shlomo, the mouse. Shlomo, this is the rest of my compatriots. I invited him to join us for the evening.
Pleased to meet you. I mean, Madam Fox, I heard your wonderful song.
"Oh, thank you. It is very nice. We should all go out through that tapestry now."
Like right now?
I think
We
now is
just
good.
got here. It's dark outside.
They're trying to poison us, so we should leave before she
For
comes
some
back.
reason.
But where do we go?
For Miss Gold as well.
I don't care about her. We should go.
For Shlomo, someone's gonna have to do a persuade.
That probably shouldn't be me.
I'll probably do the persuade here. Like,
Yeah, sure.
If I was lying to him, yes.
That's an 8 for me. Look, Shlomo. I don't know about you, but this entire place feels off. I kind of gesture towards the tapestry, like that. We probably should not be here tonight, if anything. We should probably get out as fast as we can and not come back here ever again.
Yeah, and actually, Yasmin's already made a gesture to Jessica to get the hell out through the tapestry.
Oh yeah, she like gives you a quick, got it, mom.
Yeah.
That's where that goes.
Let me just do Shlomo's response, and then we'll get to what Locklear. So Shlomo says, well, I mean, I suppose you're right, but what about the rat you were talking with earlier? We need to warn her.
Oh, she'll be fine.
I agree.
Yeah, don't worry about her.
I will go and warn them.
Okay. I'll go with you.
Okay.
Locklear?
That's what I was going to do.
Oh, okay.
Please join us, Lockley. Let's switch the numbers.
I will not go with you, but here. And she slips an explosive into your pocket.
Yes. Yes, thank you. I appreciate this. I will use it purposefully.
I'll see how well it's going to work later on. It's an 8.
Okay. It works.
Something.
It's not going to work.
One time
it's not going to work. It's not going to work exceptionally well, and you're not going to get another use out of it.
I would imagine not.
It works.
It works to a degree.
Okay, so. Okay. Shlomo, Locklear, and Martin are heading back. Is everybody else just like going out through the tapestry?
Yeah, I'm like as we're going, I'm definitely keeping an eye out to see if we're being watched.
Okay. Seamus?
Yeah, is there any way I can like read a tense situation or something?
Oh, sure. Why don't you give me the roll there?
Yeah, just to see where the innkeeper went. 2,
Hoping
3,
that she went
2,
back to the
7. So I get to ask 1. What should I be on the lookout for here?
Let's see. I would say be on the lookout for like ambushes.
Mm.
You're in their village. They're going to use it to their advantage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So keep your eyes open. They're everywhere. Damn ducks.
It's the middle of the night right now, right? Like it's dark out.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Sunset. Wow.
I have a plan. A brilliant plan.
All right. So Martin, Locklear, with Shlomo accompanying them, all head back. You go over to a room where you see like Kunigunde Gold's like cloak kind of outside, and you hear some scuffling within.
I'm gonna. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna. Should we knock?
Shlomo's like, it's usually polite to do so.
I
in
was
these kinds
going
of
to.
situations.
Yeah.
Okay, I hit the door. I'm gonna bust it open.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, that's not knocking, but all right.
Knock.
As I'm like,
Knock.
I pull my eye patch off. I reach and I put the leather mask on, and I'm gonna barrel through the door.
The Crimson Coyote.
Yep.
You
Should I
want to roll the danger mask move, or?
it's just I was hopefully just try to like trust fate and hopefully that the door caves in under my weight.
All right, let's see what happens. It's not too hard to take down a door.
Oh yeah, that's excellent. That's 14.
Nice.
You murder the fuck out of this door.
Sorry, it'd be polite to knock as I burst in.
I would say it gives you the advantage because as you go in, you see there is no sign of Kunigunde Gold. The window is like open. I mean, but there's a sort of sign. You can see some like torches sort of off in the swamp in the distance. There are 2 signets, Madam Whitefeather's like, hatchlings, the kids, rifling through her stuff. And there is also like a large goose who are sort of standing guard. And when you guys burst in, the goose like curls up his neck and just like honks loudly at you and is like, "Wait, what are you doing here?"
I said it'd be
I gotta give him a
impolite.
deeper voice.
It'd be impolite to knock, and I'm gonna attack him with a knife.
What?
So I guess I'm going to mark exhaustion so I can engage with finesse because my might is not great,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna stab a person.
Engage sword to sword.
That's a 9.
All right.
Good. Nice.
So you're gonna trade harm. Are you gonna do serious harm, little harm? Shift your range or impress, dismay, or fright.
I kind of want to go for the dismay. I just kicked the door and attacked the goose with a knife. Just a flurry of blows that hopefully will distract him for a little bit.
Oh yeah, he's pretty freaked out. He takes like a big, heavy cudgel and gives you a swat. So he does land a hit on you. So you are going to take a harm, an injury from that one.
Okay.
You're trading blows here. But yeah, he's dismayed. He's stunned back, or he's like knocked back towards the window, and he's going to try. Actually, I think he's going to start honking for help.
Mm.
That's
Unless-
probably something that we're hearing.
Mhm.
We are.
Probably.
Yeah, but like everybody
I know
in
we'll
this
have to
village is
cut
probably going to
back,
hear
yeah.
that. What are let's see, Locklear just went, or no, Martin went. What is Locklear doing?
If he just engaged, then I'm gonna have to do the same. I'm gonna try to throw a little trip under his feet to knock him down, maybe knock the wind out of him, so he can't honk anymore.
Okay, so you
Best I can think of.
All right, you give me engage sword to sword.
I'm gonna do an exhaustion mark to do finesse, and I'm gonna use my let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a parry at him. See if I can do some exhaustion harm. Oh, that's not gonna work. Even with finesse. Yeah, that's a 6.
Oh,
Ah,
Bad rolls.
it happens.
it
Yeah.
happened. All right, yeah, he's summoning reinforcements. He is honking like crazy. You see like some torches starting to like glow in the structures around you, as well as in the sky, as some other kind of hulking geese start flapping their way down. Shlomo's like, I was not a part of this, but I think we need to leave.
Time to
And
go.
your rat friend, we have to find her.
Valid.
Mhm.
Gentlemen, I'll follow your lead. Gentle beasts, I should say.
Mhm.
Gentle kid.
Yeah, I guess back and through the tapestry if we can. If not, I'm out a window.
I think we should just go through the window in front of us.
Yeah.
Rather than, are they coming from the distance towards us, like towards the building?
Yeah, they're heading in the direction of the honking goose.
Oh, please.
So this might be where the other group comes into play, but I don't know what's happened with us yet. Because we might or might not be under that window with a wagon right now and a bunch of boars.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll say, okay, I'll say this. You guys go outside to go get your boars and the forge and everything. Unfortunately, you do find there's a few ducks there that are starting to lead them away.
How did they manage to move the portable forge? It was
Oh,
all
not-
locked down.
Not the forge, I should say. They're like the boars, though. They're like trying to sort of get them out of the stables. Beefy Boy's putting up a fight. He's not having it.
Yeah.
But there's a few ducks. For the forge, they're like looking it over. Maybe they're like tapping it with their kind of webbed not talons. Their webbed feet and like hitting it with their wings. They haven't pierced it, but they're like experimenting with it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Seamus?
Yeah, could I try something with the ducks real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, would my hold from tricking Burger earlier still count?
Yes, because they all saw you and Burger Eider, and you had that pleasant facade going.
All right, so I'm going to spend another one of my hold and say, lads, I don't know what you're doing, but you got to get moving quick. It's like I said, the Baron's bats are coming back.
What?
They already killed one of your own mates. That's what the stream was earlier.
What?
We all got to move here. So, thank you for preparing our boars. We'll take them from here. Y'all get back to your mare, your Burger. I don't know what he prefers, honestly, but get mobilized. The Baron's coming.
Ooh, so which one are you marking off for that?
I used my hold for pleasant facade. Spend your hold 1 for 1 to deflect their suspicion or aggression away from you onto someone or something else.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, they'll freak out at that, and they'll start heading to like the village's borders to start, stand watch there.
I think we should move quick. I don't know how long that's going to keep.
There also seems to be an alarm going off.
Yes, but they think it's the Baron.
Okay. So I guess we're probably not under the window with you guys.
You guys can be there. You took care of those ducks that were messing with your stuff. So yeah, you can swing over and pick them up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Through the window, I guess. I look towards Locklear.
I'm gonna jury rig a little trampoline device for you guys to land on, so you can just jump out the window.
Well, we have no idea you're there, so I'm just saying out the window.
Okay. On the way out, does it look like they're stealing her stuff or just rifling through it?
The Signets were going through her stuff.
Just going through it?
Yeah, they haven't stolen anything just yet, but they're probably about to.
I'm going to take what I can of hers on the way out and jump.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the bomb that was given to me and blow the room up behind us.
That's why I want to take what I can of hers and jump.
Oh, man.
Can we work on a little bit so it's not like a boom? It's more like a Molotov cocktail. So that when I hit the bedding, it just engulfs the entire room in flame.
All right, we got to do a few rolls here.
Yeah.
Yasmin, roll for the jury rigs, make the trampoline.
Sure. I had already rolled for it. It was a 7.
All
So that
right.
means the first person that lands on it, it's going to work. After that, it's going to break.
Who's the first person out the window? Is it Locklear?
Locklear.
Okay.
Oh, actually, Locklear, I want you to roll Trust Fate to try and steal
Oh,
Cooney
no,
Gundy's
it's
stuff.
probably Shlomo.
Come on, Cooney Gold.
Shlomo is the first out the door.
5. I get a 7.
All right. You get one, trinket that is hers. You're able to, grab that in time.
Whatever she thinks is going to be awesome. Yeah, I'll grab that.
Yeah.
I mean,
so go ahead.
I was just going to say Locklear is the first one to declare he was jumping out the window. So it's probably Locklear that gets the benefit of the trampoline.
So he grabs, I'm trying to think of what cool jewelry object she would have that you would swipe. You want to take one of her rings?
Yeah, whatever I think. I'm just like, oh, she's going to miss that. And then I'm out.
All right. This rat, she loves her rings. You swipe one of her rings. The Signets, because I don't want you burning baby swans alive. That's pretty horrible.
No, of course not.
They freak out and run out of the room. You throw down the bomb. It sets fire to the inn. And then you guys jump into the wagon. I'm going to have Locklear and Martin roll Trust Fate to make this jump.
Could I do a Guardian for one of those?
Oh, sure. Are you, catching them, you think?
Yes. It does say it's from an immediate NPC or environmental threat, so I can do it. So.
Okay.
Whee! Yeah, no, 6, 7, 8. It's an 11.
Woohoo!
Whoa. Who do you think you catch?
Um,
Or maybe I should ask Lockler and Martin who failed.
I got a total of 8.
I narrowly made it with a 7 because I'm wearing my mask, which gives me an extra +1. So I rolled a 4 and I got a 7.
Hey.
Oof.
Okay. I was gonna say I was gonna give you some
You can
exhaustion
see-
to help you on
I
that if
guess
you needed it, but if you got the 7, then you're good. Yeah.
I guess you can see if Mr. Whiskowitz failed.
Oh, he's
Oh
okay.
yeah.
He got the
Oh, okay.
trampoline.
yeah.
Oh,
on the
okay. He was
trampoline.
the one who got the trampoline. Okay.
So yeah, it was basically like as soon as I saw the trampoline break, I was like, oh shit, and ran forward. And I would say it would probably be Martin who I catch, since I figured
Aw.
flying
Yeah.
squirrel, he'd glide.
Wings up.
Yeah.
All right, Lockler, I will see you get you get 1 exhaustion.
Okay. That
So,
makes sense.
I mean, you can like glide, so you're not too bad for falling.
But you're right. I'm
You-
carrying something, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and you roll pretty well too. So no injury, but you are a little bit tired. All right, but you guys are all there. You're with your boars and your wagons.
I look towards Kane. Oh, my hero.
He tends to
Let's
do
go.
that. Tends to do
you
that.
hear Madam, you hear Yasmin go kiss.
And I immediately drop him. I'm just kidding.
I mean, honestly, it's best to get it out of your system.
And
Jessica. Jessica says, "Mom, we don't have time for this. There's a crossbow wielding swan behind us."
Oh crap!
we
You
also
turn around and see Madam Whitefeather coming out of the burning inn, holding a huge crossbow.
Nice
And away we
crossbow
go.
there.
let's go.
Are we rolling a thing or are we just taking off?
I think someone's got to roll. Let's see. Probably a trust fate to ride away, and we'll do that like for the whole group. Whoever rolls for this.
I was hoping to improvise a weapon.
Oh, that's fair. Let's have
Also-
roll that.
Martin.
Mhm.
I don't know if you want to roll the fate or not.
Yeah, I'll roll the fate.
All right, let's
Uh,
have Yasmin roll for this. What was your idea, Yasmin?
So what she wants to do is set off some flash powder, because it's nighttime and a giant bright flash might blind this lady. I mean, I can roll it as an improvised weapon, or I can roll it as jury rig. I just want to change it up to improvised weapon because I've said jury rig a million times now.
Jury rig is such a fun move.
It is.
Yeah,
We could
go for
we
it.
could say it's a jury rig again. You know.
Okay,
but-
well, either's fine by me.
cool. Either way, it's a 10.
Nice.
So it just like we'll call it the jury rig. It works very well because obviously I'm not going to get an additional use out of it.
Oh yeah,
So it blinds her but doesn't blind us the way that she does it.
that will give a +1 to whoever's rolling trust fate to escape.
Which I think is me, and I rolled with the additional +1, a 10.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I can go also still give
Yeah,
you something.
I get a lot of bonuses when I'm wearing my danger mask.
Danger
All right.
mask.
The danger mask. So with that, the Crimson Coyote leads everybody safely away into further into the Lost Loon Swamp. But as you're rolling away from this village, Shlomo says, "Gentlemen, or gentle beasts, and of course, Madam Fox and Little Fox, we have to go back to save that rat."
No, I agree. We definitely do. We do not want anything sacrificed out here. I feel like it's terrible happens. if we
So do you think that they are going to sacrifice the rat to the beastie? Is
Yes.
this what's happening?
Yes, I know that you don't necessarily like this individual.
Well, they just blindly serve monarchy. I don't very much approve of that.
Yes.
She gets paid well, very well.
Yeah, but the whole like kiss my fingers thing, that is very bougie.
Yes, very bougie.
Right.
Maybe this is gonna be a teachable moment for her. Teachers do not be so bougie.
We can only hope. So, how are you going to pick up the trail?
That's a good question.
Tracking isn't my strong suits. Blowing things up is.
I
Can I
think
get
it
an aerial
needs-
view?
What was that, Lachlan?
Could I try to get an aerial view to see if there's tracks up in the air? Like, get a good shot from above?
Sure. And then, Yasmin, do you want to do something?
Yasmin, I don't really. This is not a read a tense situation. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Or could it be? I don't. I don't feel like this is very tense for her because she doesn't care.
Well, I mean, just life and death is on the line. I was going to have Lockyer roll read a tense situation.
And then I can possibly help you out on your next intent.
Yeah.
Okay. So, dang it, man, my cunning is not coming out tonight. 1, 3, 4 total. Sorry, Yasmin.
Man.
Sorry.
So her plan was also to do a read a tense situation, I guess, to try to find footprints. I don't feel like there's tracking in this game necessarily. Like there's not a tracking move.
Yeah, I don't see anything like that.
Yeah, that was my best guess, was to try to read from above and see if I can see tracks away or something. But
yeah, but I mean, read a tense situation is like what's most vulnerable to me.
Yeah.
And like, what should I be on the lookout for? So I feel it applies here.
Okay, well, I will roll that. It's with cunning. She's usually good at that. And the dice have bared out the fact that she doesn't give a shit about this person. Means, okay, we're dying.
All right, well.
Because I rolled the 5.
I mean, I can try to test my luck because I actually care about taking this person.
No, there's going to be a consequence here.
Yeah.
Which is that you don't find them, they find you. So as you guys are kind of lost in the swamp, once again, like, this is the ducks' home turf. So you're like, riding along, and then out of the water, these ducks and geese burst their way up, surrounding you.
Jeez.
like a hydra.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask a really weird question here, and I apologize.
All right.
The canines of the world, in our world,
Yes.
really enjoy eating fowl. Now, I know that we're all anthropomorphic creatures, but how much of that real world stuff applies here? Like, are we viewed as being something that might possibly eat them if we were in a bad mood?
I like this. This is a good question.
I don't know. I would say probably not. I think there's enough like non-sentient creatures out there that like the predatory animals eat.
Okay, I wasn't sure how much of a utopia situation we were in here.
Yeah.
Oh, just straight up bite one by the neck.
Yeah, no, it's more Redwall, I feel, if you're familiar with those stories.
Yeah, but the foxes are shitheads in Redwall.
Yeah, well, Redwall, look, I love him. I love Brian Jacques, the author, I believe his name is. Huge influence on getting me to read, but like his whole, if you're a rat, you're bad. 100, no matter what, there are no good rats. They must be exterminated. Is like, not
there are
so
no
good.
good rats. There are no good foxes.
No
all
good
foxes
weasels.
What about
Yeah,
coyotes?
foxes.
Some cats are okay.
I don't remember any cats that are okay.
No, there was that one. He was kind of sad and pathetic, but
all right.
But,
Some cats are okay. Anyway, in this world, animals are all good or evil. Their species has no bearing on their morality.
yeah.
But yeah, they don't eat each other.
Okay.
I mean, they could be like crazy cannibals.
I didn't know how far out this game goes, so.
Okay. All right. So anyway, all of these waterfowl have like crossbows or short bows, just like aimed right at you. So you're covered from a whole bunch of different angles.
Okay.
Mhm.
Should we roll a thing?
Well, I think like right now, this fight is probably one you couldn't win. You would be like punctured full of arrows if you tried anything.
Gotcha.
In fact, Burger Eider himself comes like waddling down the road, holding up like a big torch, and he's like, "Remember when I said that our little town doesn't get that many visitors? Well, maybe this is why. Why don't all 5 of you come with us, and we'll introduce you to we'll reunite you with your rat friend and introduce you to a little Mallard's Mound tradition.
Oh, my rat friend is here. I did not know Titania was in town.
Is that her name?
Friend's a strong word.
No, you said my rat friend, Titania. She is here? Good.
No, I think it's another rat. I was speaking kind of figuratively.
I don't have enough a rat friend, though.
All right. Okay, you don't. It's the other rat, the one you were talking to earlier.
Ah, yes. If I tell her if I tell you you can kill her, will you let the rest of us go?
Mm.
Gonna disagree on this point
I think
here.
your flying squirrel friend doesn't like that idea.
Nor does
Neither do I. As much
I'm
as
indifferent to it.
Locklear?
She did warn us first, so
she did.
I don't like that idea. But otherwise, I don't like her at all. Nope, she's pretty scary.
Oh.
She did warn us first.
Yeah.
She did, and if we left her, it's not very just of us to leave her behind.
Yeah, but she serves a creep. I mean, you know. Sooner or later, I'll have to kill her. You know, it is...
It is possible, but for the moment, she's in dire need.
Okay.
She's not technically an
I
enemy.
guess take us prisoners and...
He's like, what a charming commitment to justice from our friend the wolf. Now, if you please, your weapons.
Can I attempt to try to hide one of my daggers on me?
Absolutely. This would probably be a roguish feat.
Yes.
I do not have any weapons on me. I have my materials that I use for making things. I do not carry weapons.
Well, I'll take those. Quack, 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 quack.
No, I cannot do this.
How did Martin do?
So is this? Would you say this is a hide, or is this more of a sleight of hand roguish feat?
Let's see. I mean,
So because the sleight of hand is palming, switching, ditching, or flourishes, while hide is disappear from view or remain hidden.
I feel hide is like you yourself are what disappearing from view. So maybe sleight of hand is more.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna roll trust fate. And that works out really well for me because that's an 11.
Okay, you totally you hide the dagger up your sleeve, or
Yeah, my very nice dagger that was given to me last time by the Baron.
All right.
If I may, Burger, I forget
Eider.
your Eider.
Burger is my title. I was elected.
Yes, I understand your title is Burger Eider. I was forgetting Eider. At any rate, let me explain very quickly. If I merely give my things to you, you do not know how to handle all of this. If you try to handle all of this, you will die very badly and very painfully.
Give me a persuade.
Okay. That's based off charm, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yep.
Correct.
That's still a 7.
Hey.
She's really telling the truth here.
All right.
Right.
He's like,
Now,
Honker.
if
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Now, if you let me live, I can show you how to use these things. You can kill me later, but it will take some explaining.
He's like, we'll see. You can keep your materials, but Honker, get right behind her with that crossbow. If she tries anything, well, quack, 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 quack. So a large goose with a crossbow goes right behind you and puts it to the back of your head.
Not the same one that I attacked with the knife, right?
No, different one. But you do get
As long
different
as they're not threatening Jessica, she's not going to freak the hell out.
I mean, she's threatened generally, but not more than any other of you are.
Okay.
Seamus?
Yeah. Can I spend my last hold on the burger?
Sure.
Yeah. And I'll just say, my dear burger, haven't I proven myself to be a friend of your village?
I mean,
I've tried
have
to
you?
I have. I've tried to help them this entire time by warning them against the true threat.
All right. I'll tell you what. You come stand right next to me, and if the Bloody Baron's bats show up, you can be on the front lines.
Hey, have no problem with that. I'm just going to stand right near you. Right near you.
Locklear? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, if Locklear's anywhere near Madame Fox later on, she's going to talk to him about some things.
Okay, you guys be together as you go along. But Locklear, are you giving up your weapons?
Giving up my weapons, I'm okay with that, but I will try to pocket something, if I can, that will still allow Yasmin to craft on the fly, even without like main kit or something like that.
Oh, I will say they are gonna try and like tie your hands behind your backs too.
Okay, I was gonna try to hope to do this as I was giving up my things. I tried to like swipe one on the way back or something, but
yeah, that's okay. Why don't you roll roguish feats?
Okay, because I do have.
I'm gonna decloak here. Actually, a little warm for me.
I'm sorry, Yasmin. I'm so sorry, but I totally failed on that one.
It's okay. The thing you have to understand, Locklear, sometimes you need to lie about things and pretend you don't care about things. This is how you live.
But it would have been fun to grab it.
I mean, more along the lines of, I don't care about this rat lady. Go kill her. Let us go. I mean, play along with me, Improvisation is about yes and.
Oh, man. Is
classic.
Who was on Yasmin's Herald team? We should...
I do want to note, though, that while she's having this conversation, she's hoping that they're paying attention to the conversation. She is attempting to get her hands out of this rope, because one of the things that I did pick up is give and take. When I try to wreck a mechanism or lock with precise understanding, I can roll with cunning.
Okay, why don't you roll that? And what is Kane doing? Is he giving up his sword?
Very reluctantly. He'll do it. If he needs to, he has ways of getting out of situations.
Okay, yeah, they take your sword.
Yep.
How did Yasmin do with that roll?
10.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay, you were able to oh yeah, go ahead.
So yes, it just works with a 10. So she has basically gotten her hands out of the knots. I mean, it still looks like she's tied up, but she actually has completely free use of her hands now. It's just a question of when she reveals that she has completely free use of her hands.
All right. Taking a quick note here for myself. All right. So with that, this whole procession, Berger Eider holds up the torch. All these other ducks take out torches as well. And they head out through the swamp. So, the torchlit procession stops in a muddy, sickle-shaped island. Great obelisk-like statues loom up from the shadow and mist. They feature yawning open mouths with teeth of pearl or polished white stone. They stop on a pier facing the water, set with an altar of woven reeds and intricate looping designs. Kunigunde gold is tied up on the dock, and that is where all 5 of you, as well as Shlomo, are made to kneel as well.
This is too much for my old heart. I am having the heart attack. I need the medicine from my daughter. Please, you will kill me before you can kill me at this rate.
Berger Eider, he is not listening.
Can I roll a trick?
You could. Let me finish this description of what's going on, because
sure.
I think stuff might be about to pop off, but then you can, definitely go for it. With maybe, I don't think Eider would listen, but Big Honks, the large goose, probably would.
Oh, what a good guy.
Yeah, maybe.
He's a sweetheart.
Let's hope so. Berger Eider struts to the water, wings outstretched. Lord of the marsh, our protector, our god, the dark forest is again caught in chaos. We bring you the blood of outsiders. Keep our swamp safe. Feast, great one, and know that Mallard's Marsh is yours forever. The waters part. A scaly shape emerges, yellow teeth flashing. The Lord of the Marsh, a gargantuan alligator, big enough to swallow a woodlander whole, crawls towards its victims.
Yep.
Please,
Sounds about right.
if I have to die, I don't want to. Let me get my medicine, please.
All right, give me trick an NPC for big honks.
That is a 7. So they get to pick one.
Okay, I would say they stumble. You get a critical opportunity. Or actually, you know what? No, I'm changing things up for Big Honks. He's not a sweetheart.
Oh.
Like most geese, he's an asshole.
Seriously.
He actually, he's like, how about you stop your blathering? No, he's gonna have a deep. This is the Burger's voice. He's like, how about you stop your blathering and get in that alligator's mouth? And he lunges closer to try and hit you with the crossbow, but he overextends himself, so you get a +1 against him for whatever you want to do.
Cool. She is going to improvise a weapon and throw mucky dirt in his eyes.
Pocket sand.
All right, you get a +1 to this.
Okay. Let's see how I did on that. I keep rolling 7, so it's another 7.
Okay,
because of the +1. If it was not a +1, I would have just failed that. At first, I was like, "Oh shit, I failed," and then I'm like, "Wait, nope, that's a 7." Improvised weapon.
That's a good move. So I mean, the range is probably close, and this is probably a one-shot kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say, it temporarily blinds him.
Okay.
He'll be able to, wipe it out of his eyes, but for now, he's totally the mud splotches right onto his face.
Nice. That should give her enough to get to her cart and get something in her mouth, which will be another improvised weapon, but we'll get to that.
All right. I think now I want everybody to roll Trust Fate because we're in the the Lord of the Marsh is here. Let's do it to it.
Is my mask still on?
What's that?
Is my mask still on?
Yeah. You never took it off.
Well, I don't know if they took it off me.
Wow.
I don't think they would.
Okay.
I mean, they just want to feed their god. They don't really care. It's all meat to the Lord of the Marsh. Did anybody get a 12 or above?
I got a 12.
I got a 12 straight. Surprisingly.
Nice.
Okay, so Seamus is first. Anybody get a 9 to 10?
9.
Well, either Seamus or Martin are first because they
So
both
it's
got
like
12.
Patrick goes first since he's got the higher luck.
Oh, all right,
Yeah,
cool.
I got +2 luck.
Yeah, I got 0.
Okay. All right, so it's Martin, Seamus, Locklear. Anybody get a 7 or 8?
Oh, I got a 10. Sorry.
Oh,
nice.
right.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. 9.
Okay, I think Locklear has more luck than you.
Yeah, I think 2, so.
Yeah.
All right, so Locklear, then it will be Kane.
Yep.
And then how did you do, Yasmin?
Oh, 4. Terrible. But that's okay. She already did something.
All right, Yasmin, and then
That works
the
out.
Lord of the Marsh and these duck cultists.
Yikes.
Lords.
They got a low roll.
Well, I just said the baddies always go last,
Oh,
They
okay,
get to kind of
fair.
the last word sort of thing. Okay, so first up, it is Martin.
Well, I'm going to attempt to try to cut my my bindings to the neck that I've concealed on me.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm attempting to cut them, I'm going to yell to Yasmin, can you get something that's got a bunch of explosive in it? Because I want to go ham.
Yasmin responds by just nodding, and you can see that her mouth is filled with fluid. You don't know what she's about to do.
Okay. So what do I need to do to try to free myself?
I would say attempt roguish feats.
Which one?
Or though actually, I could see wreck something if you want to use strength to do it. It kind of depends how you're doing it.
I'm using my knife to do it.
You know what? I'm not going to make you roll for that. It's not hard to cut a rope with a knife.
Okay. Who else currently is bound up at the moment?
I would say Locklear and Kane are.
Yep.
And what about the
And
Pawn?
also Shlomo
Seamus.
and Kunigunde are too. Yeah.
And Seamus is not?
I turned
no.
my way to his side.
Yeah, he's next to Burger Eider.
Technically,
in the
I'm
swamp.
on their side.
Cool. I'm gonna go right over to Locklear and free them with my knife.
All right. Why don't you roll unleash, or why don't you roll attempt roguish feats, and we'll see like how well you do. And if you do well, you can do both of them.
Which feat should I try to use?
Probably finesse.
Okay.
I got you if you need it.
I am not going to need it. That's a 7.
But
It's a
7. Yeah, I can give you only +1 or
Wait,
2.
hold on,
but-
hold on. Let me do math again. Actually, no, it's an 8 because I have my mask on.
So I'm gonna give him.
Nice.
I'm gonna take 2 exhaustion to give him a +2 on that.
Cool.
All right.
I love my mask so much.
I will say with that, you were able to free both of them.
Okay, cool. I'm just
Locklear and
gonna-
Kane are now free.
Nice.
Your
Nice job, man.
weapons are set a little bit back, closer to the wagons. So you got to get to them, but you can.
Okay.
All right, Seamus, you are next to Eider.
All right.
And this huge alligator is looming out of the swamp behind you.
All right. So would this be considered the front lines, my Berger?
He's like, usually we just sort of stand aside and let the Lord do what he wants. I'm still
Right.
thinking you might end up in there, but you're okay
Yeah.
here for now.
Honestly, I think you'll go first. And I'll be using Charm Offensive on him. So, roll Cunning. It's good. So that's let's see, 4, 5, 7. Okay, so I do get to make a weapon move against them, but I take them off. So that's not going to work on them again.
All
But
right.
I'm going to engage sword to sword with them with my Mousefolk short sword. I'm going to mark one where to use Cunning instead of Might. And because I hit it, I get a +1 ongoing against them.
Nice.
So +3 altogether with this.
All right, let's have you roll that engage sword to sword.
11.
Whoa.
Excellent. Excellent.
All right. You have to pick 3 from that list there.
All right, so I inflict serious harm, I frighten my foe, and I suffer little harm.
Nice.
So I'm just going to stab him in the back.
Ooh. All right. Burger Eider is like almost dead. You get some feathers go flying as he stumbles down. He does swing his torch. I'll say you'll take maybe one exhaustion. Yeah.
I do suffer little harm.
Okay. Well, maybe 1 harm then. He bashes you with the torch as he goes down.
All right.
He's still alive, but yeah, you hurt him real bad. Okay, that brings us to Locklear.
Okay. Being free, I'm going to try to grab a weapon and put it in Kunigunde's hand and get her free, because I think she's going to be a better defense than myself, and Kane can definitely handle himself.
That's fair. Why don't you give me Trust Fate?
5.
All right. So what do you think messes you up?
I am just nervous from the fact that this huge thing came out of the water, even though I'm free. I guess I just stumble trying to open up the bonds.
All right. I'm gonna put you in a bad spot for this. As you rush over to get the weapons, you slip on some mud and you roll over, and you are now right in the path of the Lord of the Marsh. So those jaws are coming straight for you.
Gotcha.
That brings us to Kane.
Yep. Let's see.
So you don't have your weapons currently, but you could get
Right. Yeah. So there isn't really how many people are sort of around, either?
There's maybe a dozen of these duck cultists.
Okay.
There's also Burger Eider in the water, but he's been dealt a pretty bad blow. There's the alligator. And then there's Big Honks, who is that large goose with a crossbow aimed at Yasmin.
Okay.
Oh, Big Honks had mud in his eye, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
she blinded him and was able to slip away.
Okay. I would like to try and blindside Big Honks.
Blindside the blind.
Yeah.
I think you get some extra stuff because it's Yasmin that you're defending too, right? Because he is still pointing the crossbow at her despite being
Yes.
blinded.
But no, I think it's with you.
It's
when I
it's-
take a blow meant for you.
right. Sorry.
So that's fine.
All right, go for the roll.
So we. Oh no.
What is it?
It's a 5 on the dice, and I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't think I have anything with that. Cat, why do you gotta be all noisy?
Because if you can get it up to 6, I'll mark an exhaustion. I don't know what you had though. Like, is this a might attack?
I don't know. I don't. It's the roguish feat, so it's probably not.
Which one is it?
Blindside. I don't know where it is in the rules.
Yeah, that's one I actually don't. That's one of the newer ones they added.
Oh,
Not really-
backstab,
Cunning.
murder, sneak attack, sucker punch.
I think it's attempt to roguish feat is with finesse. It says in the basic moves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
finesse
Yeah.
is roguish.
So, do you have anything on your finesse?
I got nothing in finesse.
All right. Well, I think it's not in the cards.
Yeah.
So you go for the swing. Big Honk's able to move back a bit. He's still blinded, but he avoids your blow just kind of through instinct.
Mhm.
And he is going to smack you with a wing. So you're going to take, I'll say, one injury. He's a pretty big goose. Because
Okay.
you kind of there.
Yeah.
All right, and that brings us to Yasmin.
Cool. So, mommy's medicine, which she keeps in her flask, is just pure isopropyl alcohol. And that is what she's filled her mouth up with as she bounces over to the burger and is using an improvised weapon to just spit it like a spit take, straight through his torch and into his face.
All right, give me the roll.
Some fire breathing.
Basically.
Martin's so happy.
Oh, mommy's medicine works. So that is an 8.
Nice.
So let me see what an 8 is on an improvised weapon.
Says weapon also has a weakness tag.
Weakness tag.
I mean, I would say it's one use in this case.
Yeah.
But that's
So
all you
she's-
need.
She just spits straight through his flame and catches him on fire. And she says, and that's why you let an old lady have her medicine, you bad people. See what I had to do? I had to catch your boss on fire. And now he's no longer into the alligator. See what you made me do, you bad people.
Yeah.
Particularly bad
Eider.
end.
Burger Eider, he's done. He only had one injury left, and he is a fire. So he goes quacking off, racing through the swamp, burning up to pieces. All right, now it's their turn, and I think you guys might want to consider an immediate escape. That alligator lunges up for Locklear. Locklear, man, have you roll Trust Fate to avoid those jaws?
Nice. 6, 3 plus 2. Nice. That's 11.
Okay, you're going to take 1 harm.
Okay.
Yeah, he
injury,
does a
right?
lot of-
That's the injury
Yes,
thing?
one injury.
Okay, gotcha.
What he's also going to do, he's going to go for another attack, a tail swipe on
Oof.
Seamus.
Me.
Seamus, I want you to roll Trust Fate to dodge
Gotcha.
this. Yeah.
4 and 4, 8.
Okay, I will say you take 1 exhaustion, and you're throwing deeper into the water.
I know. Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, and then he starts moving further up on the beach to finish the job.
Can possum swim?
Well, you better hope you do.
I would imagine so.
Big Honks is gonna fire his crossbow. He's probably wiped the mud out of his eyes at this point.
Yeah.
He would shoot the crossbow at Kane, who's closest.
I mean,
So,
I'm
Kane,
like,
I want
right
you-
next to him. But
yeah.
okay.
So Kane, roll. Yeah, closest. So Kane, roll a trust fate there.
Sure. Oh, hello, dice gods. 10.
Whoa. All right.
Excellent.
How do you dodge this crossbow bolt?
I think since I'm basically right next to him, he's trying to shoot a crossbow point blank. So I just grab the crossbow itself and lift it up.
Oh,
out of the
nice. It goes sailing into the sky. The other duck cultists are like freaking out and running away. The alligator's closing in. That brings us to Martin.
Cool. I'm gonna sprint over and grab my crossbow. And Big Honker's still alive, right?
Yeah, he hasn't been hit at all, actually, except for he got
Hit
some
the wall.
blood in his eye.
But I did see Seamus go under, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna shoot this thing in the eye with my crossbow. I'm actually going to attempt a trick shot.
That is a good one.
I kind of want to try to. This is really, really weird. I kind of want to have it hit Big Honker and then deflect off and hit the alligator in the eye.
Okay, that's kind of kooky, but let's see if it works.
I know.
Hit the goose, hit the gator.
It's gonna work.
Wow.
Just barely though with the 7. So that's I get to choose 2. So I guess it's gonna knock them over because they're currently they're off balance as Kane has taken the crossbow for them.
Mhm.
It's going to deflect off whatever armor they're currently wearing, or even just off the crossbow itself and kind of like break it a little bit, and then glance up and hit the alligator in the eye, distracting it. Provides us an opportunity. So no
All
harm
right.
done during this.
Oh, all right. It does just that. So they're both totally knocked back and distracted. Next up is Seamus, stuck in the water.
So, anything special I need to do to get out of the water, or can I just come up for air?
You come up for air. Like, I think I get shallow enough that you can swim okay in here, even if you're not the best swimmer.
Okay, so one last thing I'm going to do. I'm going to try and trick the gator into eating Big Hucks.
Big honks.
Big Hucks.
Oh no.
Yeah. All
Oh my
right.
gosh.
This is quite the play. Let's see if it works.
So let's see here. I got pocket sand, so I can confuse the senses to where he's just blindly going for the closest thing, which will be Big
Pockets.
Honks.
I mean, I love this idea, but Locklear is the closest thing to him right now.
Dang. Well, pocket sand in his eyes then.
So there's an opportunity to do something with the alligator because I shot it through the eye.
Ah,
Yeah.
I want to try to do something to.
If you can find some way to like get his attention and lead him to Big Honks, that's a possibility.
Okay, I'll just run right behind Big Honks and just yell loudly. Over here, you oversized lizard!
Let's have you roll persuade an NPC.
Okay.
I mean, he's an he is an NPC, and you are technically persuading him. So
Yes, let's persuade the gator. Cool. And cool. That is a 13.
whoa!
Nice. Wow.
All right, he takes a bite out of Big Honks.
And I pat Big Honks on the
gator's-
back. See you later.
Shoving him in there. Yeah, the gator's jaws just slam shut. A few more bites, and Big Honks is in that gator's belly.
Oof.
But
Two
he's-
birds, one stone.
Oh, literally, perhaps. Next up is Locklear.
Okay. Do I get the sense that Seamus is able to escape on his own now that he's done that trick? If not, that's my first thing to try to help with.
I give
He's
you
giving
the
you a
big
thumbs
thumbs up.
Okay, cool. So then I'm still going to see if I can get a weapon to Kane and a weapon to Miss Gold because I think they're still both weaponless.
That's right.
For the moment, yeah.
Right, but that's my goal to get you both. See if I can do that, or at least one, and then recommend that we get the
Go for
hell
gold
out of
first.
here. All right. So am I going to do the trust fate?
Yeah.
Let's see. 3, 1, 4 plus 2 is 6. Shit.
It's
Does
6.
anyone wants that? Yeah.
I'll
unless
take
anyone
an
wants that.
What are you doing again specifically?
I'm trying to get weapons to our two people who I think can fight that don't have weapons.
I'll give you an exhaustion. I'll take an exhaustion to help with that. As she like points out the slingshot thing from earlier
That
you
one.
can
Okay.
use to like slingshot the weapons to your friends.
Oh, so I just grab them and they just
Yeah.
like, fly at them.
Okay. So yeah, it works. They go flying back. I would say Kunigunde and Kane get their weapons.
Also, just
There is
catch
a
them in the air.
downside, but there is a problem though. The Lord of the Marsh's attention, like he really wanted to eat a flying squirrel.
Nah.
And you're moving around, like he is now coming out of the water, pawing over and heading straight for you on the wagon. That brings us to Kane.
Alrighty. I would like to. I mean, I guess this would be a guardian role since I'm defending my flying squirrel friend from the jaws of this gator. So.
All right.
Oh no, that's Snake Eyes.
Oh.
Dude.
I can't help with that.
No.
Yeah, Snake Eyes.
Dice God,
All right.
The dice gods giveth, the dice gods taketh away.
The gator's going to go for you. I'm going to have you take 2 harm.
Me? Okay.
Yeah, as he like bites into you.
Alrighty. It's a good
And
thing
he
I
is
have
now-
extra. Whew.
And he is now trying to pull you back into the water.
Okay.
No.
That brings us to Yasmin.
Okay, so Yasmin has a thing set up where she has got basically a grenade wrapped in a piece of meat.
Oh, I like it.
So this, I think, would count as either jury rig or improvised weapon. I don't care which. It's basically...
Let's go with jury rig.
That was
Okay.
tasty. All right.
and she says at the same time, like, Yana, warm up the boar.
Oh, beefy boys raring to go.
Oh, I'm glad that I've got a high finesse. That is a 7.
Mm.
So, for jury rig, that just means it works. It only does this thing once. It's maybe not exceptional, but I do want to, if it does blow up inside of this thing's mouth, I do want to get off that ending line from Jaws where he's like, "Smile, you son of a," and then
I will say maybe it doesn't like the gator does not totally explode. However, the blast does send Kane flying out of the jaws and sliding through the mud to something like safety. I think we're kind of out of combat at this point, but if someone can help Kane up and get out of there, that gator is currently still coming after you, even though it's been severely burned and blinded and stabbed. It still wants some of that sweet wolf meat.
can I have like a fun sort of weird moment with this? I'm asking beforehand. I don't want to totally dominate things.
Is that okay with?
I'm okay with it.
We're on mud right now, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She like tosses a pair of planks to Kane and says, "Put them on your feet," and throws him a rope. And you're getting a mud
God, I love this. Oh, I love this.
All right, I'm gonna have Kane roll trust, or I'm gonna have someone roll trust fate for this.
I mean, I'll roll
Who's closer
trust
to
fate.
Kane? Yeah, go for it. Go for it, Martin.
I kind of like scoot the things closer to him. The mud.
All right, let's see you roll a trust fate just for kind of the whole group to make your getaway here.
Not good, y'all.
Oh no.
It
Can I
failed
give you
me.
any?
I'm currently sitting at a 5.
I can boost you if that's
Okay.
cool. I can give
Yeah.
exhaustion because you're my friend.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
I rolled Snake Eyes.
Oh, does that exhaustion count for 2?
Yeah,
Because
because he's
of
my
the-
friend. I can give him 2 exhaustion for a +2.
Okay, that brings it to a 7.
Yep.
So I will say with that, the whole group does get away. But the problem is, as you're leaving, you look up in the heavens. You see Burger Eider surviving his burns because he went into the water, flying over you and going, "The Lord of the Marsh will have his revenge." Quack, 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 quack.
It's just an alligator. What's your problem?
He's the Lord of the Marsh.
Birth
And with
brains
that-
are close.
Sure.
If you keep on feeding him, he's just gonna stay. If you don't feed him, he'll leave.
And with that, you guys ride away to safety. Scooter, I know we went a little bit over. Do we have time to go around for the possible level ups and experience? All right. Oh, and I will say that because you saved Shlomo, he will give you one kind of gift out of his peddler's wagon.
Aww.
Yeah, it won't be like as great as what the Baron von Badger could give you. He's just like a peddler, but it could be something useful maybe.
Hmm.
All right, so we'll kind of go the opposite way for level up. So look at your drives. I think you matched any of them. So let's start with Dallas for Locklear. Let me go level up.
Let's see. I have greed and thrills. So greed is advanced when you secure a serious payday or treasure. I don't know if the ring counts for that one, but that's the only thing I would have secured this day. And then thrills is advanced when you escape from certain death or incarceration. I have to thank everyone for me still being alive.
Yeah, seriously.
Right.
Group effort.
Yeah, I would probably go with the thrills one. So I'm not sure my little page where the level ups went to. It was right in here. Here we go. All right, so again, the options are take +1 to a stat for a max of +2. Take a new move from your playbook. Take a new move from another playbook. 2 new weapon skills, or add one box to any harm track, or 2 new connections. And then oh, sorry, having a little static on my end, I think.
Mhm.
Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
We're good now.
Okay, so let's move on to cats.
Okay. One of my things is revenge, which is if I advance the cause against my foe. This really hasn't had anything to do with the Winterborn, so I don't think that counts. Unless we've called the foe just monarchy in general, in which case this still doesn't count. But the other one is protection. Name your ward. You advance when you protect them from significant danger. I mean, Jessica /Yana was in this entire thing and she didn't die.
Oh yeah, you protected her.
So
I would say that's an enhancement for that one.
yeah. I don't know what thing. You know what? I'm probably just going to bump luck up by 1 realistically.
That's fair. The max is +2, remember, but yeah, that could be good.
I'm currently at 0, so.
0. Okay, that brings us to Seamus.
All right. For my drives, chaos. Advance when you topple a tyrannical or dangerously overbearing figure or order.
I mean, you toppled Burger Eider, I would say.
I literally stabbed him in the back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one. And then clean paws. Advance when you obtain something valuable or accomplish a difficult goal without any non-vagabond having strong evidence against your wrongdoing. I mean, I was playing them like a fiddle the entire game.
Yeah, but there's definitely evidence. Like
Until the end.
when your sword and his back is all the evidence he needs.
Yeah, but up until that point, though.
I don't know. You get 1.
Yeah, well.
Because like you leave it if you left evidence, and you did. They know it was you.
Mm-hmm. No.
That brings us. Are we all good there?
The only thing I would do is just take another move from my playlist. That's about it.
Okay. Always good. Next up is Kane.
Yep. So the first one would be justice, which is advance when you pursue and achieve justice for someone deeply wronged by another powerful denizen. I would say I did in sort of the attempt and successful rescue of our quote-unquote friend
our temporary ally.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, you guys risked everything to save someone who really wasn't on your side, perhaps. So
Yeah.
definitely.
And I think that also counts for my sense of honor. As sort of protecting those who can't protect themselves kind of a thing is sort of like
Mm-hmm.
kind of a thing. So that would count as a second one.
All right, go for it.
Sure. Okay. I think I'm going to increase my finesse by 1, and yeah, I'm going to take the weapon master move, which allows me to use improvised weapons in case, just in case.
Nice. That's true.
This experience has made it apparent that I might need to learn how to use stuff other than a giant sword.
I mean, don't we all?
Improvised weapons are the way to go, buddy. I enjoy them very much.
And that brings us to Martin.
So my 2 drives are thrills, which is advance when you escape from certain death or incarceration, which I'm pretty sure we did that tonight.
I'd say so.
And the other is chaos, advance when you topple a tyrannical or dangerously overbearing figure or order. I don't know if it really toppled Burger, but we definitely did do a number on him and then live to tell the tale. So I don't know if that's something that we would count.
Yeah, I'd go for the 2 because I would say so. Yeah, he was toppled. I think Seamus also got that one.
Cool. And then I'm gonna go with with 2 moves actually. Create to destroy and better lucky than good.
Ooh, cool.
Which is like my entire character build is all around luck.
Whoa, our lucky coyote.
Yeah.
Does that mean you get to roll with luck instead of finesse for things, or?
Whenever I use a weapon move, I can use the mark exhaustion to roll with luck instead of the listed stat.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will see more of our lucky coyote and all the rest of these wonderful vagabonds some point in the future. This was a great little interval, little vacation to the Dark Forest, but I think it's time. We got to finish Generation Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do the last 5 episodes of Generation Shadow. We'll do them here. We'll do them in Scooter's house if there's, time permitting. But it's okay to do them remotely as well.
Yeah.
And then when that's done, we will return to the Dark Forest.
No one will stop us from gaming. No matter what.
No one.
No one. Thanks, guys. Thanks for Londell for hopping in and saying hi. Thank you so much for the people that are supporting us. We did get a new follower tonight. I can't remember, Dax Jackson. So thank you so much for hanging out and watching and following. It means a lot. There's a lot going on out there, and we want to make sure that you guys know that we're still here. We're still playing games. We're still part of the community. The community is very, very strong here in Sacramento, California. So you can still do this, guys. There's Zoom out there. There's Skype out there. Yes, they all are having their issues right now. Everybody's on the internet. But you can even play games on Instagram. You can play games. I mean, there's so many apps out there that you can play with all of your friends. So make sure and use those. But get some sleep in between, because I'm finding I'm staying up way later than I normally do, and playing a lot of, anxiety and playing games. But talk to your friends, get out there, guys, and just get a voice message out to them and say, hey, let's chat. It means a lot, and play a game while you're at it. So no matter what we use, we're going to make sure and pull up a chair and make
time
to
table talk.
I love it because there's so much strange delay that it's like it's in round almost. It's so awesome. I love it. Okay. Well, thanks, guys. We will see everybody next week.
Good night. Beware bats.
Watch the bats. Good night.